Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast. Track 2, East, produced by a random black dude. 7+.
7-, Sting Me Baby. So this is tied with another song for me later on as a favorite on the EP. And honestly, for me, it's mostly the beat doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pretty much all the drumless fucks that I listen to would probably handle this beat better to my ears. But Earl gets off a couple bars, especially towards the end, that stuck with me when he's talking about piglets in a farrow we cooking up, don't give the sparrow no air or room to sing that there tune to the sheriff. Deadly flowers bloom, howling rabidly we stare at you and say a prayer. Let's take it there like a carrier pigeon.
I like that line.
50,000 roots, none of them rigid. I really like how he kind of ends his verse, but in general, this beat, which is built off of this Egyptian sample by Orcs Gambus Alfata.
No, why did you laugh at that man's name? Because it's funny. All right.
It's the backbone of my enjoyment of this record. So if you want to play it, the record's called Indunja Chilwa.
Okay. Oh, Chill Wave. All right, here we go. So he just looped the intro, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Producer ass nigga. All right. I know about you producers because I'm a producer and you hear the first 30 seconds and you get to flipping. Well, his ear didn't lie to him. I like it. Okay.
Well, let's give him a taste of that East.
Double back when you got it made, 30 racks of weed, no fat in the collard greens. Off top is me, no cap, I don't bottle things. Flashing grandmama rings on the fingers and fond of the thing. Hollywood Glee, no mama this, no James Harden. Weak niggas gaudy with peak, followers just like me. I lost my phone and consequently all the feelings I call for my GF. My hands was on the wings, I took them off, had a story careen against the bars. My canteen was full of the poison I need. The trip is long and steep, my innocence was lost in the east. Amidst the thick exhaust, Aki hit the horn and beat. Mention my sin is strong, we all that we need. But don't call me brother no more, I keep my sentences short. Stack Pendleton keep me warm in the winter. Soupy's cup not hitting the floor.
Yeah. Now, let me say, because I know y'all just heard me laugh, and it's like this fucking bitch Mel putting it over because it's goofy, he's wacky Mel.
The song's a meme, right?
That's what they think. I want to be clear. Since this song dropped, nigga, I was a truther. Go clip me if I'm lying, because if I'm not mistaken, this came out around when we first started the show. And we were talking about it. And I said I was fine with it. They were memeing it, and I'm like, you know what? Hear him out. Hear him out style. I like it. What it really is yeah, the beat's wacky and absurd. I acknowledge that. But he's talking that emo shit. And I'm emo Mel. I respect this record because to me, this is off kilter done right. Like, he knew what he was doing rapping on something like this, and he succeeded. This is how you push boundaries in rap. To me, this is not irony poison that's, informing my enjoyment of this record. I genuinely find the song to be an enjoyable listening experience.
I mean, the beat's not that far out if you listen to these other drumless rappers. Yeah. Some of the stuff they're rapping on, from Makami to Rock Marciano even, a couple of the beats might be in this vein. So I don't think it's like, oh, look at this beat, it's so weird. I mean, it's definitely off kilter, like you mentioned. So yeah, that works in its favor. It's very memorable.
mean, accordions are a funny sounding instrument, I guess. That is an accordion, right?
I think so.
Yeah, you know, so it's like there's something inherently like jestful, I guess.
It sounds like a European street festival to me.
Yeah, you know? So it's Switzerland, you know, something like that. We're just, you know, you walking around with your European pal and they go, oh, what's that? And you know they point at a black man walking down the street. It's Earl because they don't use
a random black dude.
Yeah,
right?
random black dude. I used to seeing black people, and I tell them, oh, that's Earl Sweatshirt. Okay, I just realized why would they be pointing and say what's that? If I'm black and I'm walking with them, they know what black is. Listen, all wacky scenarios are not going to be sensical. They're like dreams, dream logic. Anyway, yeah. At the time of this record coming out, people were like, what the fuck? I'm just the guy that was like, wait, hold on. Like, there's something here. I like what he's rapping about. And I think that sort of off balance, just kind of free form poetry approach really works on this because it's beat sort of disorienting.
Yeah, it works with the music. It has almost like a seasick feel to it.
Yes. Seasick's a great word.
Or almost like a funhouse carnival mirror, right? Like how it's distorted looking. So when you look into it, it's like, you know, to me, when we go back to the last song on here, I was saying it doesn't work, whatever he's doing, over the music that he chose.
Yeah.
What he's doing on here works over this music. And, you know, there's much ado about the influence that, like, Mike, all caps, had, you know, on Earl and vice versa. But I don't hear Mike on a beat like this necessarily. This feels like Earl's take on that more so than him making a Mike record straight out. I'll actually have more to say about that when we eventually do some rap songs. I don't really want to harp on it.
Okay.
On this review in particular, but it's carried to me by the music. So the rapping is somewhat secondary to me, but it works over this because of what this is and because of how he approached it. So it's not what you say, it's how you say it and what you're saying it over.
You know, we're doing, assuming we might be on YouTube. So hi, YouTube. This might be an excerpt, but here's the thing. We're doing a burial tonight of this EP. We don't really enjoy this EP, but the interesting thing is if all of the production was like this could very damn well be a perfect takeaway for me. Like
I don't think so. I think the novelty would wear off.
Well, with me, point. Maybe just me. I think I would appreciate and be locked into that sound for 7 tracks. Like I would be like, this is his classic to me, you know? But yeah, it works for me.
Okay. It works for me too. Not to necessarily the same degree, but it does work.
All right. Well, what can I say? No fat in the collard greens. I do take offense to that. I've said it on the show. I want that ham hock, that fucking fat back in my greens. All right. Off top, it's me, no cap. I don't bottle things. The bad website wrote flats and grandmama rings. Unless flats are something I don't know about. I heard floss and grandmama rings on the fingers that fondle the thing. That was cold. I like that. Also, coincidentally, the week we were listening to this to do the review, I was at a family function and they found some of my grandma, rest in peace, some of her old rings, and like my aunt cleaned them up. So I was like, that's fucking crazy to hear this week. But I like the little moments. You hear it up top, the little like echo moment in the beat when it kind of like, it's like he turned a knob. It's like, you know, that shit's cool. Yeah, I like what he's talking about. All right. He succeeded. The flow works. The damn cognitive dissonance shattered and the necessary venom restored, as if it matters if you think it matters anymore, because shit be happening with quick results. They couldn't fathom all the damage. That's called motherfucking bars, redacted. Okay, so Earl, you did it. You got a good one. Don't ever say I don't like none of your shit. All right. You want to move on? Where are we going? West, north, south? What happens after this?
M Tomb, I think.
That ain't no direction. All right. Well, fuck it. We're charting a new path. Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast.